The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Oh, I forgot I was talking to myself. I had my mic muted. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna try and do the story, and then when my money comes in, do the wishes, and hopefully everything sounds good and nothing's done incorrectly or whatever. I'm hoping the setup is actually looking good, but we won't know until I rewatch it as a video. But yeah.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. It might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy. Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Okay. Well, clearly something's going on. That's Cyno, or Cyno, or no, Cyno. That Cyno's aware of that we're not. Or that I'm not. I wasn't really paying too much attention. I got into the desert.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this
Oh wait,
world.
shoot, hold on. Actually, I gotta set up my chat real quick, hold on, because I actually don't have it set up for YouTube chat. I don't think so. Let me see. Oh, okay, never mind. No, I think it is set up properly. Let me just do a quick test then. Okay. Alright, let me just double check and do a quick test and say... Okay, no, it works. It works just fine. Alright.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
No shit, he has a vision,
okay,
you
good
don't.
sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on, keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Cyno is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
Join the Eremites and embrace a wonderful new life.
Grandpa, oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his
Okay,
fingers.
I thought it was that house, but I guess not.
Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear,
where you go?
he's
Oh,
just
there
like
he
my real grandpa.
Kind of figured. Once I
This
saw
is
the
where
whole
Grandpa
setup.
usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Alright. No wood from that. That kind of sucks.
What are you looking for, Cyno?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Mental sight.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Then hopefully Isak stays here in the village and doesn't travel out with us, because I kind of feel like it would involve him dying if he leaves the village. Just kind of a gut feeling, maybe. I mean, hey. Yeah, I can always come back. I can always just go. Dendroculus hunting at some point.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back. Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own. Did you find out anything useful?
Yeah, someone was luring people away with the incense. Tapping into
I
their
see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village. The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
How did
Do we go back
how
to
did
the
Cyno
academia and search for
kind of
leads there?
like sense the other people and all the other things, but he hasn't sensed that one person behind them just kind of eavesdropping? Like, what the fuck? There's a whole mystical awareness or situational awareness as a mantra general, kind of like just being picky and just picking and choosing when it's actually effective and when it's working or not. Like, what the fuck? Unless he's gonna say something about it later, but I mean, still, he hasn't said anything or hinted that he knows that their conversations are being eavesdropped on. But I mean, hey.
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, The leader of the Radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
Oh, I think she's noticed. Oh, shit.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Cyno.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is
But he doesn't
also a
necessarily
lot
stand
tougher
out.
than on the
I'm the one
outside
that
of the
stands
wall.
out.
You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Cyno, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan!
Hey, why not? Where are we heading? Oh, we're heading back to Caravan Rebot. I mean, she did just say that, so I mean, that's my own damn fault for not listening still. Man.
Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of
Oh.
Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are one in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the Academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say.
We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Alright, well then. But maybe you should have said something to, you know, Paimon before we walked up on the gate. Just, you know, I'm just saying.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean, you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days, so you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
What? So he's not at the hotel today?
No.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Not really. I'm pretty sure you have it the other way around.
Oh no! It's an ambush!
More like a reverse ambush. But hey,
What's
whatever.
this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Cyno behind was a mistake!
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Yes, let's, because it's not at all going to be an unfair fight.
There is no escape! Allow me! Propagate! Vengeance will be mine! Crush! Yeah. Illusion shattered! Billowing spirit! A fresh maneuver!
Take my leave. Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
Of course.
That's
Paimon.
just a bunch of
course.
drunk talk. Enger and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Enger and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow! What a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The Radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. I'll let you take it from here.
And it reconnected.
All right. I'll be in
I don't know
touch.
how that affected my live
Until
live
then,
stream, but I mean, hey.
please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Okay, so if we just quickly check. I need another 8, and then I need 13 more of those. So let's see if we can get some more before we go and continue on with the story. Because they should have respawned by now, right? Okay. And then I'm also gonna check real quick. I want to see, have the wishes? Oh no, they haven't. How much longer do I have? Oh, 23 hours. Oh, hey, okay.
Shine death! Leave it! Beg for mercy!
Scatter! Germinate!
Shudder! God, there is no escape!
Yeah!
Propagate! Crush! Out of my sight! This body belongs to ice and snow.
I ain't got time to do all this walking shit. No fast travel.
Shine down! Eye for an eye!
Yeah, I was also a hold too. That was my bad.
There is no escape! This is Her Majesty's gift! Let's move out. Hold the line! Out of my sight. You really know how to get me going.
Allow me! Covenant of the Deep!
Freeze to the core! Shudder! Winter shall eventually come.
Hold the line!
I have no idea which way I'm going. Okay, there you go. A little lost.
Illusion shatter! Beg for mercy!
Scatter! Spring force!
There is no escape! Shudder! Winter shall eventually come.
Hold the line!
Punish.
Billowing surge!
Beg for mercy. More speed. Vengeance will be mine. This is Her Majesty's gift. This body belongs to ice and snow. Illusion shattered.
Shouldn't get careless.
Crush. There is no escape.
Shouldn't get careless.
Beg for mercy.
Allow me! Yeah!
Shudder.
Hey, King Presley. Right now, I'm not really doing the
Clear skies can do
3.1
nothing to
story.
hide
I'm
the
just kind of
brilliance
taking a
of
quick break
lightning.
while I let
Divine
the
bolts
time
can strike
pass,
even in
so I
the
can get
absence of rain.
resources to get Kokomi's weapon up to level 90. Because all I need is just a little bit more, and then I got her weapon up to level 90. So don't mind me while I do a little bit of resource farming, and I'm going right back to the story. And then in like another 2.5-ish hours, I'll be doing a Cyno wish, where I'll be spending roughly $400 on the Cyno, and maybe his weapon. If you want to stick around for that.
Illusion
So where you going? Huh? Where you going? Where do you think you going?
Crush! Scatter! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Out of my sight! Winter shall be adventure.
Give me the good stuff. Alright, I have a couple more left until I've finished. I'm basically backtracking from what I did last night. So, I only got like, I think 2 or 3 more left. And then I gotta stop by the Serena Teapot and see how much I can get out of this run and see about doing a quick little trip to the little floaty elementals and get some of that spectral heart. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get it like right on the dot. And I'm hoping. No, I'm not. I didn't. Nope. I was off by like a couple inches. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
Shine down! Beg for mercy.
Torrent, bring refuge!
Shudder! Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy. Winter shall eventually come.
Alright, so I still have her ultimate I can use. I should be able to wipe out the last one, right? There's only one left. Shit.
Illusion shattered!
Scatter! Germinate!
Oh, mercy! Crush! Now you shall perish! This one belongs.
No, one more. Shit. Yeah. Alright. But if I just do this, I should not have enough. But yeah, I just need to make 6. I'm assuming, or I'm hoping that with all that I have, especially after this last one, hopefully I have enough to make 6 so I can max out Kokomi's weapon. Or, you know, max out Kokomi's signature weapon. Okay.
Clear skies can
Let me
do.
see if I can actually do this. I gotta do it from like a 5-second drop, so let's see if I can actually do this. I know roughly where she's gonna be at. So let's see. Yeah, I don't have, you know, the best artifacts on her, but I can show you my my Raiden Shogun build in a little bit once I do this. One last thing. Okay, I believe it should be right here. Oh, I'm off. I'm off. Yeah, I'm off. Son of a bitch. Fuck. A 5-second drop is gonna kill me. I missed.
Shine down!
Scatter!
Her Majesty's
gift! Propagate!
vengeance will be mine! Beg for mercy!
Wait, hold on, where'd she drop her stuff? Right here? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, where'd she go with her stuff? Like, what the fuck? Alright, so this is my Raiden Shogun build. With her signature weapon. HP percent, and elemental mastery, energy recharge, and flat stack attack with a main of defense percentage, and then physical damage, defense percent, elemental attack, HP, crit rate, attack, and energy recharge, HP percent attack. I think I have like one like really good artifact that I don't gotta find it. Defense percent, HP percent, attack percent, crit damage percent. I think this is like one of my good ones. Then I have a crit rate, crit damage, HP, attack percent, and HP percent on a gladiator. And then I have crit rate, crit damage, defense, elemental mastery, and HP on a huge clam. But I mean, depends on who you're gonna actually use that on, I guess. And I have crit damage, energy recharge. That could be better though because of the defense. But and then I have the same thing, except with attack percentage. So that's the better version. I know I have some like pretty good ones. Just specifically, wait. Oh yeah. I know when it comes to the crown, I have a really good tenacity mill with energy recharge, HP percent, healing bonus percent, crit damage, and attack percentage. So I mean that's a pretty nice one. I've kept this one for a while. Then I have her Constellation 1 and her Talents Triple Crown, so other than that, I mean, I just mainly have her artifacts to work on. Like her, like if I look at her, like her attack, if you just look, it's over 2,000 with 21,000 for HP and over 1,000 for defense. I don't really necessarily need the defense, but she's my most damage dealing character aside from Eula, with them both being over 2,000 and my Kokomi at 1,000. My main character over 1,000. My Aloy over 1,000. My Barbara could be over 1,000, but I swapped weapons, so. And then the bow I have on her is just a level 1 version. But basically the bow I have is, hold on, if I actually go to my weapons. Oh wait, no, it's not going to point. I'll just go to Ganyu real quick because I can actually show the bows. I have a couple stringlesses. I have a rank 5 for stringless, and then that's level 1, and then I have a rank 5, level 80 stringless. I have a couple good rank 5 weapons, including if I were to go to Eula. I have a rank 5. Obviously, the luxurious Sea Lord, I have a rank 5. I have rank 5 Bell and Favonius Greatsword. I have both these, which I have this one, if you can see. I have this one on Noelle, because I feel like this could probably make Noelle a pretty good tank if, you know, you're a supporting tank for the whole shield stuff, but I mean, I haven't really gotten the chance to building her or Zhongli, so. And if I just go to my weapons, I have like a bunch of good weapons. Like I have Kokomi's weapon, Raiden Shogun's weapon, Diluc's weapon, I can't even pronounce her name. And then I have the Skyward Atlas, rank 2 Primordial Jade Cutter, rank 2 Skyward Spine, rank 2 Sacred Winds. And I have the Unforged and the Jade Winged Spear. And I have a couple other ones. And all rank 4 weapons, but I mean, whatever. And then these are like all my 5. I have not been keeping up on the events, so I don't have a lot of crowns, but I do have a Raiden Shogun triple crown. I think I might have one more crown invested into someone else, but then I also have 6 more crowns, so I'm probably gonna triple crown Kokomi, and then maybe Eula. I don't really know who else I'm gonna triple crown. I haven't really figured out a perfect build for me. What bow do I have on Aloy? If I'm playing on PlayStation, then I'm obviously gonna have her bow, which is the Predator bow, which gives her increased bonus on her attack for when you're playing on PlayStation. But I mean, honestly, she's just cracked regardless. So even if you have the bonus, like I love playing Aloy because she's a really like Aloy is like probably the best cryo battery because she gets her abilities so fucking fast. Like she, at least from what I've played, I don't know if it's because of. No, I don't know. Let me check her stats real quick. Energy recharge is at 116.9%. Okay, maybe that's the reason why I keep getting my abilities so fast. I have no idea. Does she have like natural? Wait, let me check. Does she just naturally have good energy recharge? Yeah, like, I'm not sure, like when people use Aloy, I don't think they use her bow because they don't play on PlayStation, but I do, or better yet, I did, but now I play on an expensive, over $2,000 PC, so, I mean, I just don't really feel like unequipping her weapon because it just helps increase her cryo damage, even if it's not by much, it still helps, and it's her signature weapon. I could probably run another weapon on her, but I mean, it just, I don't know. I really could get a better build for her though, but again, like I said, I mainly just use her as a cryo battery, if anything, because of, like I said, let me just double check real quick. Yeah, I'm only getting a 16.9% increase on energy recharge just from the artifacts, so she's already got like a 100% energy recharge just on default. Bro, I've not noticed that before. No wonder why she gets her abilities so fast. But yeah, the main people I normally use is just Raiden Shogun, Eula. I used to use Barbara for like the longest time. That's why my Barbara's like level 80. I used to use her with, obviously, the Throwing Tales of the Dragon, but then I used her for a little bit, for like a brief period with Kokomi's weapon, but then I slapped that on Kokomi and started using Kokomi as my main healer because, I mean, let's be honest. Barbara's self-inflicting water stat or effect or whatever that ends up freezing you when you use a main cryo DPS like Eula, it's kind of like debilitating to just play the game. But I will say, bro, Barbara C6, dude. Barbara C6 for a solo player is pretty nice. That's the one thing that makes her fucking phenomenal.
I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
But like, I've stuck with Kokomi. Like, if I actually go here, I have Kokomi friendship level 10. I have like, if I actually go to my profile real quick, I have 9 characters at level 10 for friendship. Kokomi, Rosaria, Diona, Aloy, Razor, Ganyu, Chin, Eula, Raiden Shogun. Like, bro. And the even worst part about it is I've been doing that without doing any dailies. I've just been doing the Serena teapot grind. That's just been me being lazy as shit. I could have had mad friendship level 10s a long time ago. Alright, so let me see getting, please, so I can get her weapon to level 90. I should, yeah, I'm definitely getting her weapon level 90. I just, yeah. Alright, so, can we, thank you. Okay, so I think that should be enough grinding because I know I have like 13. I have 13 left on the Spectral Hearts, which I could get in relative ease because I'm spending $400 on Cyno. I could spend that in ease in like 23 hours, is it? Let me see. 22-ish hours, because I can actually just buy them. Wait. Oh, I can buy them from here. I have been playing since maybe a couple months, or maybe a month not before. I've been playing since like a month roughly after it came out on, and came out in general, because I think it came out across the board on all platforms. But like, as soon as I found out about it, I fucking downloaded that shit on PlayStation and started playing as soon as possible, because people made a mention of it feeling like Breath of the Wild. I have never played a Zelda game, but I know they're held in high regard for a fucking reason. And even though I own a Switch and I have yet to play or even pick up Breath of the Wild, I know it's a good game, so I was taking no fucking chances and missing out on one that's available on PS4. Being someone that's played only well, not someone who's had for someone that's made the PlayStation platform their home, because I can't say it was my only console or my only platform of playing, because I own a Xbox One, PS4, PC, Switch, 3DS, and somewhere around the place is a Game Boy Advance SP. But I mean, I could have played other games. Could have played Zelda games.
But human life is like the dew at dawn.
But this was my chance of playing a good game on PlayStation, which PlayStation has their exclusives, but not many games that are on other platforms that are on the that kind of tier. That plus I just have a weird taste in games. Alright, I gotta figure out where would I gotta go again. I need to wait until 6 o'clock in the morning, and then travel all the way over to Sumeru. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing for like almost the entirety of the 2 years or whatever that the Genshin Impact has existed. Just haven't played it during a lot of the events. Haven't played most of the events, actually. Haven't grinded out any of the events, really, for the most part. I've grinded out some events, like, where to go in my inventory. I was around for all 3 Sealy events, but only completed 2 of them. I completed the Shiki Kushu event, got that companion. I missed out on the event for... if I can get to the map. No worries, I'll still be streaming for maybe another 4 hours or so. And no problem. Feel free to stop by later. I missed out really quickly on the Oceanid pet. Yeah, but that's the end of that one. You enjoy your work. Hold on, let me check real quick. Let me check Discord. Let me just check this real quick.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
No. No, I don't think he came from this Discord. I don't think. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Okay.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Cyno's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone. Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away? Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth. Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Cyno taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed. We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry! I'll tell you everything I know, please. Just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Sorry, I'm just checking something for a bit. Okay. So they've been temporarily stopped. All right. Let me just really quickly. $50. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll have to be right back. I'm gonna have to be right back. Okay. I can't. Can't. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
I'll hate them.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
No, nothing? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious
Really,
to pick
you
with this
really,
guy.
Paimon? You ain't got a
Makes it
nickname
so
for Al
hard.
Hatham? You ain't got a nickname for Al Hatham. Paimon. Really? I'll hate him? Mr. I'll hate him? Really? You couldn't have thought of that? I'll hate him? Come on, come on. Really, that was an easy one.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
Fucking silence, come on now.
Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were
And
investigating,
he's still wearing an
I had my own
Akasha,
work to
which we
do,
learned they're
which I've
using to
now
monitor
finished.
what people are saying and where they are and what they're doing.
Believe you.
To be honest,
So-
we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my
Questioning
whereabouts.
everything about him right about now. Just
Not to
saying.
mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Cyno's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Said I'll just bring, the Raiden Shogun, one of the other more intimidating characters.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
Yes, Paimon, it's really just that simple. Have a conversation.
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah! We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in.
Now, I could be wrong, because I haven't taken part in many of the events, but I'm pretty sure that's like the first time, maybe, Paimon's ever referred to herself as being not from Tevat. She might have said something way back in the beginning, but like, not that I can remember. From what I remember, she said that she's the best guide around Tevat that Travel would ever find, or something like that, and that's how they became traveling companions. But like, the fuck? Oh shit.
We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
Alright, so instead of go to the hospital, we're gonna go head up the other two major fast travel points. So we can get the rest of the desert all mapped out. It would help if I just, didn't do that. Okay, so... There we go. Now I'm on the right track.
That's close enough.
Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Come on, really? Thank you. Moon of Kerasis, the mausoleum of King of Deshret. I ain't got that much more farther left. Farther left. Oh, I ain't got that much left. Oh, okay. Come on, can I climb it? Damn it. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Yeah, I can see it, but I just don't have the height quite just yet. Actually, let's see. Hold on. So, I have an 8.1% crit chance. Yeah, crit wise, I'm fucking doing shit. But hey, whatever. Alright, I'll be right back again. Right now I'm kind of back. Oh. Oh, wait, shit, hold on.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Monsters, watch out! Hold the line! Scatter!
Beg for mercy.
Ha! Spring forth!
Illusion shattered. Absurd.
Wait, oh, he's down there. He's in the hole, isn't he?
There is no escape.
Propagate!
Oh, jump the fuck. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. I just gotta restart the encounter, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Because the motherfucker got to get stuck in the goddamn rubble. 'Cause, you know, they just had to fucking fight me and follow me down that hole. Sort of.
Beg for mercy.
Germinate!
Shudder. Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Okay. I need for me to have a Dendro character then.
Let's go in and take a look.
Hey, we haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
Okay, sounds cool. Yes.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, is that Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated? Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Down in the hole where I
Is the sound
was from?
coming from here? Huh.
Maybe.
Paimon's not seeing anything.
Oh wait, I see.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Oh. I need an ancient key. Okay.
Illusion shattered! Crush!
Hold the line! Billowing surge!
There is no escape!
Scatter! Thrust and reboot!
Shudder!
I'll be back.
Shine down!
Allow me!
I'll take my leave.
Propagate!
Crush!
Thrust and reboot!
There is no escape!
Hold the line!
Beg for mercy! Shudder! Shine down!
Scatter!
Beg for mercy! Shudder!
A brash maneuver! Torrent, bring refuge! Spring forth! Propagate!
There is no escape!
Scatter! Look! There's someone over there! Good idea! Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the Desert Dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One
Experiments
possibility is that
time
the
on
information in their brains
experiments.
could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia's scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Tevat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
God's voice guides me. I've been talking to myself for not too long, but still. Resonant quake phenomenon present in the internal topographic structure of the dunes. A bunch of other stuff. Okay. Okay.
Illusion shattered!
Propagate!
Crush!
Thrust and revamp!
More speed! Shudder! Vengeance will be mine! Beg for mercy! Ha! Crush! Yeah. Shine down!
Scatter! Billowing surge!
Ha! Ha! Beg for mercy. Crush. More speed.
Oh, let's see what's down this way. Hoping I'm not talking to myself, that is. Alright. And how about the other way?
Beg for mercy. More speed. Crush. Illusion shattered!
Propagate! Allow me!
Ha! Ha! Shine down! Ha! Ha!
Scatter!
Beg for mercy.
But a momentary distraction.
Oh. Okay, so now we've made it back up topside. Okay. Oh, pickaxe. Okay.
Crush!
Scatter!
There is no escape!
Rest and rebuild! Ah!
Shine down!
Allow me! Covenant of the Deep!
Beg for mercy! Blood of Frost! Crush!
But a momentary distraction.
Alright, I think I will select this fast travel point, and then I think I'll end it for now, and I'll just pick it back up later tonight or tomorrow or whenever and do the Cyno wishing pole stream or whatever at another date. Or not another date, just, you know, tomorrow or tomorrow night or tonight or some other time, just not this morning. I got a double on already. I've already been up as what did I? Hey, this no bueno. Okay, well. Alright, well, thank you, King, what was it, King Presley, I think it was, right? Remember that correctly? Yeah, thank you, King Presley, for stopping by, and thank you for anyone else that stops by or stop by at any other stream at any point, you know, yeah.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory,